I was busy doing something else. I wasn't even playing WoW.
Maybe do a quick
It's all
little rap,
fared
catch
out.
people up.
Oh my God.
It's fine.
Cool. It's cool.
It's like a half hour.
That's like
We got it.
It was like a half hour, but
that's like 3 paragraphs I wrote.
hey, welcome to season 2, episode 56. Could be the finale. So we killed Strahd, and
We
now
didn't
we're
even
dealing
start
with the
that.
shadows.
We did that whole intro.
Well,
Let's do it again and just.
Let me do
I'm
the
not the one
intro.
that record shit. I'm just saying.
Let Dirk just count it down and do the intro.
Yeah.
And then catch people up to where we are.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Easy.
Welcome, everybody, again.
Hey.
It's one of those alternate universe things that you don't know about. But Labyrinth Lifers, season 2, episode 56. When we last left our heroes, they were victorious. Strahd von Zarevich was destroyed, and Barovia was returned to sun-filled baby blue skies. The war may have been won, but there was one battle left, however. The Four of Shadows, who showed up in demand of the oft-referenced amulet. And as an insurance policy, the foes brought along a who's who of captives. The Order of the Feather Leaders, Blinsky, Piccolo, that other guy, and Luke Tarasaw.
Luke.
How will our champions move forward? Will they abandon the good folk they helped along the way to save their own skins?
These people can't do anything without us. I think we should just
Will
go.
they make-
They're completely helpless.
Will they make another decision? It is here that we join them. So, Carthios is asking you now. He steps up and says, "Please, friends, let us deal with you outside of this hut. I will not initiate any fighting. I give you my word. Unless you're frightened. But surely you can vanquish us, no problem, if things get hairy. You just killed Strahd von Zarevich. Come on, have a heart."
How do we know that those
How about we gotta
are
let
really our
them
people?
go and get like some space
Aramel
in
steps
between?
out of the
Oh wait,
hut.
no. That's right, the poison. I forgot.
I'm sorry, Janstina, you said you require some proof as to if these are not illusions?
Correct.
She's gonna stab one.
Stab one.
Ayesh! He nods and cuts off Rictavio's finger. He's screaming, blood squirting.
It's merely a flesh wound. I'll heal it. I'm not worried about it.
Okay, so
What is this?
reality has been established. Now what?
Why did they
Wanted
do
to
it?
eat your
Where's
friends.
the necklace?
Why do they have Luke? That's the question. Because Luke was just our pack mule.
They just want people that are important to us.
You consider Luke as a pack mule?
Yeah.
Well, he was. Piccolo wasn't a whole lot of help either.
Luke.
I mean, it's cute and all.
He just survived eating the
You
dates.
guys are brutal.
We just
He's our
saved
best
their
friend.
world.
He idolized us. He really depended on us, and we got him
Yeah.
through hard times. And,
Did.
And now you're.
He was
treating him
initially
like
a
The
pack
value
mule.
was good for the. I'm neutral. I'm just.
If I
I'm thinking
watched
in terms of what's good for everybody.
Yeah, so you got
not
your
just
own
what's
fucking
terms
ideas.
for thing.
I watched the video. So you guys initially treated him like a pack mule, but then you kind of grew attached to him as time went on. And then after you saved him and his personality was restored, he was like having drinks with you guys in that
Oh.
bar.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they showed up. So
That's
they
how
knew
they
about
snapped.
Luke at that point.
That's how they snagged him. They nabbed him at the bar. Nothing
Right.
good happens after
Are you
midnight.
sure they're not like actually bad people with like some sort of cloak or like not a cloak but like a
Well, they're called the
Like-
Four of Shadows. Doesn't give them positive light.
No, I'm saying could they have worked some
I
kind of
think they
magic where
murdered
it's
my
real
family.
bodies, but it's not really the people that we like. I'm just afraid we're gonna walk out there and it's gonna turn into like
I know.
10 people that we don't like.
That's what I'm worried about.
That's what I'm worried about.
I don't trust them.
How many
What?
people are out there?
Hey, what's Thanon doing right now?
Tannen's
Okay,
ready
so-
to go.
Carthio
How many
says,
Let's go
How
outside
many total
then.
people are outside the tent?
how many people?
8.
Let's walk outside.
You have 4, and they're holding one, well, an animal and a miniature humanoid. That doesn't, it counts separately, I guess. Rictavio, the grandfather, the dad, the wife, 2 kids.
There's 2 kids
Yes.
with knives to their throats.
Are they
Yeah. Well, I
holding
mean, they're like
knives to
all bound
everybody's
together.
throats?
So there's 6 hostages and the 4.
From shadows.
So we
Yeah,
just have
and
to
they're-
cut. We
and they
just
don't
have
have
to
any
cut the thing, and they'll help us
Additional
fight.
soldiers with
All right.
them.
Well, here's the thing. Airmel
save
Airmel
him.
Hold on a
confronts
second.
whoever's confronting him
Hold on.
and wants
I'm
to
trying to answer-
parlay.
I want to answer Pete's question. There's 6. They're all bound together. I mean, as much as they can be. There's like, I guess, a 3 and 3.
But there's just the 4 enemies.
Yes, right.
But
they
if we
have their
kill
blades
the enemies,
at-
they have the. Oh, didn't they? Okay, never mind. Go ahead. You
Did
talk.
they-
Sorry.
No, I don't think they took a poison that they only have the antidote for.
They have the antidote, right? Is that the deal?
Did they take a
You
poison?
mentioned that last-
Oh, they did take a poison.
Right.
He
That's
said
what I'm
that they're
saying.
all
So we can't just
poisoned.
kill them.
Yeah,
They'll
he
die
said
too.
that they're all poisoned, and one of the 4 shadows knows where the antidote is. The other 3 don't know, but he didn't say who it was.
See, the fuck 'em. This is a little game. Sorry, guys. Love ya. But
But what do we give a shit about this amulet for? Other than we're just
well, we
assuming.
wanted to get home.
Oh.
That's what this whole thing has been about.
Is that going to
The
get us
amulet
home?
is,
Yeah,
if the amulet is to
that's
get
what
us
it
home,
does.
then I don't care. Let them die. Use the amulet. Let's go home.
I don't know if the amulet gets this
Can,
home.
can we do like get 2 goblets of wine and I can put iocane powder in
Yeah.
each one, and then have them drink one, and if they die, we win? It's inconceivable
If you can
that would not
remember.
work. It might be a little Princess Bride, but I don't know.
He says, "I'm growing impatient here. Please."
Why do you want the amulet so bad? I don't understand that. Why do you have such a hard on? And if you guys are so powerful, why couldn't you have got it?
We would like to go home as well.
Well, maybe you can let our friends go, and we'll just all go home together.
Yeah, let's just all go home.
You will not be
together.
coming with us.
And why is that?
Why? Where are we
Because
going?
we're gonna be going, and you're not. You'll be walking
This
home.
is the
on road,
amulet
yeah.
of the plains. I do not intend to share this item with anyone.
Ooh.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, you're talking awful strong when you're not holding it.
So
Very
why don't we
well.
just
What do you want it for?
He says, your cowardice surprises me. I thought you were better. No matter. This was always designed to end one way. Kalhata, smaz hafra wimaz.
Yeah, I think they're gonna kill them all.
Okay.
So you see the drow woman's eyes widen with insanity, a smile right before she begins to speak and move her fingers. But
Can I
as
tackle
she,
her?
Okay.
as she attempts to issue words, no sound comes out. Her eyes suddenly look confused and then angry. She glances over to the tiefling, waving her hands in alarm. He looks back. What is going on? And he's looking around in sort of a semi-panic. And you hear a voice from the corner say, "Well, friend, that would be our work at play."
Oh.
A centaur steps out of the woods into the clearing, longbow notched at the deep gnome. At his back is a strange elvish creature with wild hair and tattoos. A little behind them, a large mantis-like insectoid with glowing blue light around his head, his mandibles clicking furiously. And the man you recognize freeing from the dungeon of Ravenloft, Emil Turanescu,
Oh.
with a hand crossbow pointed at the Dragonborn. You remember the centaur's name as Elyson.
Hmm.
So
Nice.
Those were those
Carthios
dudes.
turns to him and he says, "You." Triple half. I should have known you planeswalkers would get involved. This isn't your concern. We will not harm you. Let us be. And Lyson slowly walks towards the hut, his eyes never leaving his target. Oh, I beg to differ. You and your treacherous, despicable lot are attempting to steal something that doesn't belong to you. Not truly. Carthios begins to chuckle. And it isn't any more yours. You would be just as much the thief, half-breed. Elyson speaks again. Who said we were taking anything? With his eyes still in the deep gnome, he nods over to the tent. Is Janstina there?
I'm here.
He's keep in mind he is not. His eyes are directly on the Dragonborn. He has not left. He says, "First, thank you to your service for your service to Barovia. You've done what no one else could do. You should remember that above all of you. Second, Jan, do you have the chain on you?"
I do.
Good. My friend Sorak here has something for you.
All right. I reached my hand out.
Well, he's actually still behind them, but he's walking towards you. Carthio says, "It is no good, fools. You see, I retrieved the bauble myself. That's right. They have no way to get out of here. The one that the elf there has is a fake. We swapped it while following them."
Oh my god.
Elyson has a smirk suddenly dressing his lips. And he says, "You sure about that? You know, for all of your deceptive practices, your supposed cunning, your ridiculous group name, you were so obsessed with the tracking that you failed to check if you were being tracked. What's that old phrase? The hunter becomes the hunted?" Carthio suddenly has a huge grin. "You're lying. And anyway, you forgot about their friends here. Even if you've got all of the pieces in place, they die. And you would not allow that to lie on your conscience. Any of you."
If they die, they die.
Elyson says, "Not lying. Piccolo nabbed it for us days ago, not long after we first met this group. We couldn't take the chance of the item falling into the wrong hands. As far as your failsafe here, I suppose that would matter if they were still actually poisoned." He moves his bow from the gnome to the drow. Kolva, the deep gnome woman that's with the Four of Shadows, switches her dagger from her captive to her fellow shadow, Ayesh, the dragonborn monk. She begins to speak, looking at the tiefling. "You had to know, Carthios. I am a priest, and one of Gond. This cannot continue." The tiefling looks on horrified. "I spent years with you, Kolva. Years!" Sorak, that weird elfling that was standing in the back, moves towards the tent looking for Jan. "Here, friend cleric. Where are you?"
I stick my head out.
I don't think it works that way.
Why not?
I think
Come
I have
to the
to
front.
end the spell, and then we all have to get out.
Yeah, let's get out. Let's talk with these people. You don't need
All
to
right.
hide this
Let's
tent.
just expose ourselves now.
There's a lot going on here.
Alright.
We can all have weapons ready, but the real cool pose. So when
Okay. So the spell drops. Sorak sees you, and he kind of underhanded tosses you the bauble that looks like Aramil's spell thingy.
Yeah.
That crystal ball that you got, Aramil?
Yeah.
He stepped
Caramel.
out.
Okay.
Ramel.
He's in the privy.
He says, "Pop it into the chain, quick, and say where you want to go." And Lyson yells out, "We've got this, folks.
Sure? Sure.
Farewell, all. You're a good crew. Now hut up and get out of here."
Thank
We
you.
wave.
Ooh,
Thumbs up.
And I
Pop it in
pop
there.
the bauble in and say, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home." Pick my heels. What did we just say? A place? All right,
What I
Water deep.
Let's just say right where
Say it,
we
Jen.
left. Shadowdale or whatever. I don't even remember, to be honest
I
with you.
think she said Waterdeep. Jan says
Oh,
Waterdeep.
okay.
The last words you hear are well wishes from Blinsky as a wave of fiery green light flashes around you, brightening until all you can see is blinding white. Your stomach is pulled in 40 different directions, plowing you with extreme nausea from motion sickness. Within a matter of seconds, the light is gone and the movement has ceased. Okay, Jeff, roll a DC 15 intelligence check.
All right.
You got this.
15.
All right. Now roll a 100. D1 100.
All right. I can't unmute Corey. Uh, 58.
Okay. You guys appear in a tropical city under the blazing sun. The familiar sounds of a harbor, creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestones, mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language, filled with clicks, inhalations, and sing-songy words that make it sound almost musical. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharfside smells of fish, tar, and canvas. Beyond all that, this place is an explosion of color. Buildings are painted in bright shades of blue, green, orange, and salmon pink. Or their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers, or is draped in leafy flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on street corners. Multicolored pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls. A crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and caps races past you, squealing in delighted terror as a street performer, costumed as a big-toothed lizard, stomps and roars behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing. Unfortunately, it is not Waterdeep.
Don't think we're in Barovia anymore.
but it's not Barovia.
And with that, Season 2 of the Labyrinth Lifers,
What?
Curse of Strahd has drawn to a close.
Wow.
You did it.
Wow.
Kind
I just wanted to say a few things. Even in the old 2E days, that in the mid 90s, I never played or DM'd something this epic or lengthy, grueling, overall fulfilling. Not even close. I mean, I've had like a number of sessions in an adventure, but nothing this large. So I just wanted to thank the audience for staying with us throughout this crazy ass journey, but more importantly, I want to thank the lifers, you guys. You really changed my life by getting me into this game again because I'm so obsessed with it. And I mean, 3 or so years in, I haven't even looked back. It's just the future is wide open. So thank y'all. And the some quick stats on the game. We played 56 episodes. I think we had well over 20 NPCs, and we played over 95 hours.
Wow.
It's funny.
Good Lord, 95 hours.
I think it goes without saying. Thank you, Dirk.
Well, thanks, sir.
Thank y'all so much.
Yeah,
that was so awesome.
I
had a great
remember
time.
I remember the first hours of getting burned.
Yep. Going back to
stupid
Jan.
fucking frog raft.
Jan on the
Oh,
raft.
I didn't even realize. Look, this was the
Man.
episode where we met them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I still hold a little salt towards Jan because of that. fact.
You guys have any ideas where you ended up?
I was gonna ask somebody before
Al-Qadim?
you.
Salt marsh?
It's not Al-Qadim. It's not Saltmarsh.
Pseudo.
Jamaica.
Yeah, I don't know any tropical places.
I don't know any tropical places.
Mm.
Eberron?
No,
Ravnica.
no. It's actually Faerun.
Mm.
Sure.
Are we on
Very,
the
very,
little,
very.
I'd be very far south.
Yeah, you're way, way off from where you guys are from.
So we're there.
We're
Kinda.
on the
We're at least
surface.
in the same plane, which is a nice thing.
That's it. Yep.
Dimensional plane. Couldn't
Dude,
get
he
that close before.
that was a huge roll because if you guys ever pick these characters up again, if he had failed that save, it would have been.
We didn't make it.
It'd have been well. No, you would have made it, but the place that you would have ended up was
End up
not,
in Thay or Hell or something.
not friendly at all.
Yeah.
Funny.
Gotcha.
good.
Cool.
Airmail will live on.
Well, I mean, if we ever pick them up, they're only at level 8th. You know, they got a lot of room to grow.
So it
So
wouldn't be level 9 with the Death of Strahd, or
Yeah, I didn't see XP drop for that. But
Yeah, I don't see that either.
are y'all 8 right now?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 9. It would be 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just have to rest, but
Right.
Well, that's why we were in the hut.
yep.
Didn't work out.
Hi, dude.
Does everybody want to thank Cosmo one last time?
Cosmo,
Come on.
the D&D dog.
Cosmo. He's the best. Tony, come back. I want you to see Cosmo.
Oh, no.
He's like, yeah.
Yes. So happy.
He's
Tony
hilarious.
doesn't sound too happy. I don't think Cosmo knows what
No, that's-
cats are.
Yeah.
That's
Or is
Jeff.
that
yelling.
Jeff's cat?
Yeah, that's Mike. She's annoying as hell.
She got Thorn Lola. Thor.
Yeah, Dirk, it would be cool sometime to come back to these characters.
Absolutely.
I've got, like Corey was saying the other day, we got nothing as high as these guys, especially now if they're 9. Yeah, I'd like to see how kind of weird D&D gets once you get high level.
Past the
Yeah.
adventure books.
What's
I
that?
agree.
Past the adventure books.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's a
Doesn't the
sweet
next-
spot though. That once you hit like 9 and 10, then you start getting into some nice areas. When you go to 15 and 16, that's uncharted territory. That's like wild shit.
that's what I want to do. I want to wreck the world, dude.
You know, in Dark Sun, when you get to past level 15 into like between 16 and 20, if you're a defiler is a mage that uses the life in things around them. So like plants or people or the ground. He uses the life out of them and kills them, and then he can power himself for his magic. They start transforming into dragons.
Oh.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Cool.
Now what?
Anya, shush.
It's like
Alright.
cat and heat or what?
No, she's just lonely.
Really lonely.
Real
Her-
lonely.
Her
That's
lifetime littermate died like a month and a half ago.
Oh.
a long time ago.
She hasn't gotten over it.
What if it was Thor or Lola?
I don't know
It'd
what's.
still be
It's
bad.
gonna be weird when one of them dies. That's gonna be weird. I think they'll be all right though, to be honest.